This is going to be Mirage Smokes and Molotovs. I need everyone to learn all of these. They're all important. Just literally watch this, download the map and practice them yourselves. But every one I show is going to be really important. So just learn like all of them. This is mid. Line up on this stairs. Literally just anywhere in the middle of this wall. It doesn't matter like what you're near or if you're off to the side a bit or like which part you're aiming exactly at. Just aim a little bit above the house. Loads of room for error. It will just smoke mid. We need to know that one. This one smokes off short perfectly from mid. It's good for a fake or it's just good for a peek. Just stand up on the platform and just line it up just to the right and a little bit below the corner, and it will smoke off short perfectly. They can't see from corner boxes here. They can't see from grave. It's just a perfect way to smoke off sight. This one is if you want to get the left side of mid smoke done perfectly every time. So aim at the floor and make sure your crosshair is in line with the center. So just past the corner. Aim up in the sky, line up with the corner of this and this bit of the antenna here that sticks out, and then just normal throw it, and then it lands perfectly to smoke off left side. So it blocks it completely. They can't see at all unless they're hugging very close, but you should see a gun barrel there, especially for pistol rounds. So that's a smoke we should be throwing to get up short. Or if you want to get it from mid, line up with the corner of like this crack in the stones here, and then just move a little bit to the right, just a tiny bit off, and aim there at the corner of the roof. Practice the lineups in game yourself because they're a little bit harder without like the images here, but I'm just showing you with them on now so you can see the exact lineup. And then again, that smokes off left side perfectly. For library, line up here, aim just beneath the wire. And if you want a horizontal lineup, use that. Go across beneath the wire. Just normal throw it, and it will land perfectly in library. If you're pushing up long, it's very useful. If you want to line up A, just to smoke off front of sight, go just outside boiler. Aim at the sort of top right of that window. Bounces perfectly to cover the front of sight. Up to a certain point, it'll also cover you off with grave. If you want to get a perfectly crossed smoke for short, go into this corner as far in as you can with the bench, and then just line up with the sort of middle of this orange bit, and then just you can sort of eyeline it or just with the end of the balcony, and then just normal throw it, and it will block off perfectly right side. If you want to smoke balcony for a retake, it's quite difficult to line it up properly. Go just into the corner between the pillars, and then just at that pillar, normal right click throw it, or left click throw, sorry, and then it smokes off top of balcony. If you want to smoke off front of B for a B retake, just go up against the fountain and literally just aim at the very top, and it just lands over perfectly. Smokes off fountain, smokes off front of B site, so you can push up and not get sniped from triple. If you want one for coming from banana, line up here, throw sort of just between the corner here, a little bit above, and it will bounce and perfectly smoke off banana. So that's sort of all you need to get back to sight. We need to learn these for B retakes especially. If you want a nice one way for B, right click throw on top of these barrels, go up to the top. It is very hard to spot you, especially if you play on the edge of the smoke. And then these are going to be the most important ones because we need more banana smoke. So first one is go all the way into this corner, normal throw above the spike there, and it will just bounce over, smoke off front of B site. That will cover you off from coffin, they can't see over there. That will cover you from anyone at triple or dark. That is one we need to learn, as that's just as important as CT. If you want to smoke B safely, CT safely from banana and not get sniped by an AWP or something, go into the corner here. You've got to be up on the logs a tiny bit, so like literally when you're in line sort of with the two bits of wheat there on the floor. It's going to take some practice to line it up, but just go in your own world, line it up, and go for the top of the wire there, and you can line it up with sort of almost the corner of this wooden box here, so just beneath that corner, and then line it up in the middle, all the way up to the wire, and it will land perfectly in CT. There's a bit of room for error, but if you want it completely smoked off, that's the lineup you'll need to learn. But yeah, that's perfect from banana, perfect CT smoke. If you want to smoke off coffin and not get shot, go all the way into the corner here and aim just over here. So for the lineup, use this panel and use the corner of the chimney. Line it up just between those two, and it will bounce perfectly to smoke off coffin. So they can't see over, they have to stand on the box to see over, and even then it's hard to see. So that smokes that off perfectly. Those are the 3 smokes we need for B. The one that smokes off front of sight, the one that smokes coffin, and tree. If we've got all of them, it's an easy take. If you want to smoke deep CT, it's not quite as useful as the further back one, but just stand in this corner, line up around about there. There's quite a bit of room for error, but then it will bounce and cover off that. That's for a deeper CT smoke. It's more useful for cutting off rotates and actually taking the site like this one. But both are sort of useful, so learn them both. But if you only want to learn one, prioritize that one because that's the one you need to smoke off CT. Now I'll just show a couple of Molotovs for B, 4 that we pretty much need to know. First one is bomb site A. You just line up with the corner there, in the corner of barrels, jump throw it, get to anyone at blue barrels. Most important one is going to be new box here, line up in this corner. If we know there's someone at triple, throw it just over that, just over the node that pops out, and then that perfectly mollies off triple. We die quite often to people at triple, so we need to learn this Molotov. And then there's 2 up on this half wall. First one, you aim in the panel. It's hard to get the exact lineup for this, but this one isn't as important because usually we should molly off grave, and then the second one is just over there, and that mollies off coffin, and that mollies off dark. So it's hard to learn them both, but go in a server, practice them, use this map. We need to be learning these. That's all the ones you need to know, the rest are optional, but make sure you've got all of them learned as soon as possible.